I don't know what it is, but something's compelling me to literally solve this case. So much so. But Mr. Ryuta, of all people, that's something I didn't expect. What's splashing YouTube? This is the PS 101, and welcome back to Lucid9 Blind, episode 46. I'm going to actually record a third episode just because I feel like it. Alright. Anyways, last episode, guys, we had a little thought process with ourselves, argumentation. Apparently, our conscience takes the form of us, and all that other jazz. And oh, yeah, Mr. Ryuta is the killer, without a doubt. It's 100% accurate. He makes mistakes. He slipped up. Let's just say that. I can't specify. You guys have to watch to check it out. And you have to watch the entirety of it because it's close to the end. So don't go skipping it. You have to watch it. You're going to figure out how the plan was done and all that accurately. Alright, so please make sure to leave a like. I know a lot of people don't like watching my videos because they're super long. I mean, I try my best to make it not too long, but I can't help it. It's got to get long. It has to be long in order to make sense, to make the videos quicker, so I don't have like an entire dashboard and it wastes less time, in my opinion. Anyways, make sure to leave a like if you have, if you're enjoying this series so far. Subscribe if you haven't already, and there will be a bell down below. Click that link and you will get notified whenever I do a new video, like this game. So yeah, I'm planning on doing a second version of this, and if not, I'll play like another visual novel, but I'm gonna wait till after I'm done with like Pokemon Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke. So there's that. Which, speaking of that, I'm gonna have to do that on Thursday. So anyways, let's continue on with where we left off. For the most part, it's like, feels like I should just give up. There's nothing further to go ahead to head to. No way out of the conundrum I've worked myself into. The situation requires me to be clever, more clever than I can be. I want to think myself out, find some magical solution, but sometimes it's just not there. Reaching into an empty bag and expecting handfuls of gold. Then, is this? Someone's calling me. Maybe I'll pick it up. On the other end, I hear the cold voice of Ruby's parents, saying quietly that Ruby had been found. Just as a bleeding mutilation. Lump of flesh and bone. Maybe I'll drop my phone, and this time it'll shatter completely. Crushed to pieces like the fragments of sanity stringing together. Or maybe it's a tracking call from an escape. A bid from the police that I'll be stupid enough to pick up. Oh, whoops, I forgot that read. Anyways. But if I don't, then what? Or what then? I'll be left alone to fend for myself, and somehow, I'll have to extract Ruby safely and catch Ryuta, and somehow stay alive. Is it even possible? Or do I need help, no matter how much I despise it? I feel like answering sounds like it will save someone. I don't know why. No, I have to pick this up. Facing Ryuta myself will only result in being both Ruby and Ruby both to be killed. Blah. Can't read that well. I guess maybe some minor dyslexia. With shaking fingers, I answer the call. Hello? Yama Ishimoto. I need to listen. You need to listen carefully. This is my personal phone. I cannot be tracked. The number you have been contacted with until now has been my working phone. I need to hang up now. Surely they're tracking my number, narrowing down the district and block and even the latest millimeter. But I only clutch the phone tighter. The wall that I've built up, struggling to keep a foothold on my emotions, are starting to crumble. The police are in the midst of a manhunt for your person. They sincerely believe that you are the killer, and you need me to turn myself in. I need you to stay out of sight and give me time. What? Is this some kind of next level bait? I don't understand. Don't get caught, Ishimoto. Any time you might give me is time we may dedicate to catching the true killer. But you said you were the only suspect I could trust to avoid the police for the necessary amount of time. Oh, the magnitude of her statement only growing the more I ponder it. You saw me at the apartment and were warning me? You hardly were inconspicuous. So, if you happen to possess any previously unknown information regarding the identity of the killer, now would be the wonderful time to state as much. To be a trap. The killer is Jiro Ryota, the door manager and counselor of the school. What? How did you come to know this? Shigeru, did you get any recent disappearance reports? 3, actually. I need help. Shigeru, help. This cracks and I hate it. Hate feeling vulnerable. Hate feeling open. But I don't have a choice. Shigeru falls silent. Will you live within the next 5 minutes? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not injured. Then the urgency? Rui's disappearance. Presume that she is with the killer? He must have taken her. I have no time to question you, Shimano, so I will ask you this, and this alone. Are you completely, absolutely certain that the culprit is Jiro Ryota? Yes. I say without hesitation. It appears to catch her off guard. Very well. I will send forces to the academy under the reasoning that you may be hiding there. That we may be able to find where he is holding Rui. That's it. That's it? She just takes my word as law? Thanks. In the meantime, stay out of sight and out of mind. Do you understand? Mr. Ryota would see the police coming. He would stay still. Actually, I'm planning on contacting him. For what purpose? I need to meet with him. To buy some time, otherwise. You gullible imbecile. Your moronic excuse for a... What are you even planning? I'm taken back by her sudden flare of passion, but my surprise is quickly replaced by my indignance. At least, I'm telling you now, aren't I? Oh, yes. And when it was nearly too late and I have called a corpse. Simply put, Shimoto, you haven't told me anything. Why would you not speak to me if you knew the identity of the killer? Why? Because I just figured it out. Because somehow, barely, at the end of my rope, I found something to cling on to. And I can't tell her that. If I say that I just figured it out, she might change her mind. She might end up reasoning. Who would trust a teenager who figured out the possible, supposed identity of a serial killer? I had a good reason for doing so. Oh, good. Do enlighten me. You can't just believe me? Need to throw some more tests? Another little riddle run in District 6? Hell. Was that investigation in the school just another goose chase? A fun little game to see how the kids at the academy dance? What are you saying, Shimano? You're right, I guess. Even while I was figuring out who the killer was, I didn't call you. I didn't ask for your help. Because I knew what you would say. You'd poke holes at me. You'd say that I'm reasoning didn't make any sense. You need empirical evidence. I knew that you wouldn't have believed me. You never even needed me as your assistant in the first place. I wouldn't have believed you. Well, it's gotta be. But you, you didn't even try. I would have believed you. I would. If you just trust me. If you just... Ishimoto, regardless of my previous insinuations, I need you to know something. I do not tolerate the idiocy of the average ingenuous denizen, much less let them become my personal assistant. You have repeatedly proven yourself through your rational deductions, your level-headed procedures, and your propensity to attack problems from unusual angles. Your input is invaluable. Despite our clear disparity in experience, you have taught me several valuable lessons. Do you wish to know why I pulled your accomplices into the investigation rather than opting for a police unit? Simply put, my permission in the case was barred from the academy. All information I was given was secondhand, and thus easily corruptible. However, I was impressed by how you and your accomplices worked wholeheartedly. Yama Ishimoto, I have faith in you. She believes me. I didn't even know how to react. But after that meeting with Tsuki fired you? That was for your benefit, you imbecile. You are my eyes, too. Oh, never mind. I have faith in you. In the distance, I catch the faint glimmer of the approaching subway, hailed by the distant echo of announcer voices. Sudden clarity breaks into my mind as if disjointed by the piece into the... What do I do now? Thanks, Shigeru. Yama, listen carefully. We are en route, and there are powerful forces behind this case that remain very much hostile. It will take time to arrive. You understand this? I do. I'll get you time. I'm extremely uneasy at the thought of knowingly sending a civilian into the presence of a known serial killer, but if you honestly believe that you can prevent a death tonight, I shall not stop you. I think I can. Oh well, that sounds convincing. I probably can. I suppose that is the best I can ask for. I wish that you might wait until I could convey a firearm to you, but not possible. With the current time frame, I have to go now. Understood. Best of luck, Shimono. One sec. Stay on call. Hello? Hello. Anyways, I come from the... guided me, made me laugh. In the end, it left me, just like everything else. He's an enemy now, a stranger, a vain ignorance. Maybe I can still grab an advantage. Hey, Mr. Rita. Hey, kid. It's some ungodly hour in the morning, and yet he picked up immediately, and he sounds wide awake. Almost as if he's been preparing for this one. Miss Rita? Say, great timing, kid. I was wondering if we could meet up. I know that it's like some crazy hour or another, but I have something pretty important to tell you. It has to do with, your lapses. Isn't that really it? Is that really why he's up? I can't bring myself to believe that. Mr. Rita, I was just... Sorry, kid. Just let me take this call real quick. Did you hear that? Quite clearly. Ishimura, about the call Miss Rita just received, I'm uneasy that it may perhaps raise his voice. I simply switched back to his call and unmute. Thankfully, Shigeru immediately fell silent. Miss Rita? Miss Rita, did you find anything about... Nice try. You almost had me. Hang up the call with the police first, then we'll talk. He knows. How could he... Hurry up, boy. I don't have all day. Jesus, I smirched. No. That or... Ishimura, knowing this new risk, are you still determined to enter the school? I have to. I can't let Rui go to fight that fight. I shall bring a unit. Give us much time as possible can. I will. Ishimura, given the choice between a stupid option and a stupider option, which would you pick? The less stupid one. Wrong. You must pick neither. And wait. Please, Ishimura. You wouldn't enter the lottery nor borrow from a loan shark in order to buy a house, no. It is the best way to wait and save. Do you understand? Yeah, wait, what? Just remember this. If you just ask the police for help, I wouldn't count on it. You don't know a thing, do you? I know you're the murderer. That's a pretty good start. Hey, murder is such a harsh term. I like to call myself an artiste. With the E. He chuckles again, and this time it comes with a pinch of shrillness that wasn't there before. My foreboding only skyrockets. Just what kind of insanity was he hiding? So, hung up the call, now what? Quite simply, the fun begins. Come to my play, boy. I've been setting the stage. This just confirms my fears. For some reason, Mr. Ryota has been preparing to kill me. Maybe I'm the next one on his list. No, I can't let this shake me. I have to stay strong. Talk normally. You've done it before. Oh, the false bravado of a man in love. I wish I knew it well. Did I really sound like that? I wonder. It's so terribly stupid. Are you going to answer my question, or are you going to wax more poetry? Poetry is by far the more interesting option, don't you think? Only for people with too much time on their hands. And that is the internal problem, boy, for both of us. We each have too much time on our hands. Far, far too much time. Doesn't life get so dull? Every hour, passing drearily like a never-ending group project where all you want to do is murder your classmates? That's what life is. How do you ease your boredom, I wonder? Television? Social media? No. You do neither. Sleep? Thanks, Shakespeare. But I think my life is my own business. I look forward to stripping that sense of righteous anger within you and replacing it with fear. I look forward for you to try. It sounds so convincing, guys. Ha! I love the ones that fight back. This just makes their descent all the more satisfying. Before I could respond, he plows on in his voice gradually rising in pitch. Now let's set the stage, shall we? I thought you were taking care of that. No. Oh, don't worry. I'll be taking care of all the props. Do you hear me, boy? Don't bring any extra props. The thought never crossed my mind. Leave your phone and any police toys at the entrance. I'll see if you try to smuggle something in the theater. Understand? Is that it? Not quite. Are you so hasty to end the call? Am I boring you? Sure, let's go with that. Then I'll get straight to the point. There's a brief moment of silence, punctuated only to the faint tones of Ryota punching numbers into his phone, and then I hear a voice. Yama! Don't you dare do anything stupid! Nothing hits me. It's like someone else. Rui? Stay there, don't come! I'm sure you're already aware of this, but now I'm the master of Rui's fate, so you might want to stay on my good side. This is how I'm going. This is what's going to happen. You come to the back of the school, the garbage truck route, and you're going to dump all your toys, and then I'll let you in. How? There's no entrance. Why is it that you say the same thing? Boring. Where there is a will, boy, there's a way. So that's it then. Well, actually, I feel like I should tell you this. Just one of the kindness of my heart. Rui won't be there. For insurance purposes, I'm sure you understand. What do you mean Rui won't be there? Hush, child. Why are you so impatient? Right now, Rui is in the safe hands of a third party, so long as you listen to my words. So, we meet up. We have a little chat, and I let Rui go. Everyone gets their happy ending, and except the police, who, well, they don't do anything anyway. A beautiful arrangement, no? Speak now or forever hold your peace. I grab my tea. If I go, You know what? It might sound stupid, but I agree to his terms. And hold on real quick, guys. No, I can't predict this new Ryuta. I have no power, no trump card. If I push too much, he can make the situation even worse. I'll just have to make the most of it. Back of the school then. I'll give you 15 minutes. I'm coming from the subway station. Then you better run. Ta-ta! That's right, Ben hangs up. Great. Almost blankly, I stand in the middle of the subway platform, phone swinging loosely in the edge of my fingers. Then all my muscles burst into action. I shoot out of the subway, legs pounding at the pavement as I make them. My lungs starting to burn as the cold air cuts through my throat like knives. But I'm forced to ignore it. Stoplights in the cross section warn me to stop, but when I see a gap between, Incoming cars. I bolt across for my life. Engines roar by, and the horns belt in full volume. I'm certain that cars roll down their windows and call me crazy, screaming that I'm an idiot. Swear to call the police on me, but I don't care. They're coming back for a long work, or from grabbing fast food around the corner, or picking up their kids from martial arts or cram school. Meanwhile, there's a girl locked up somewhere, knowing nothing except for the sickening fact that any moment she might die. And yet they go, with fast food and martial arts and cram school. Well, sadly, that's the way of life, dude. It's so sad, but it's true. The world blurs into a haze of bright, fluorescent color, until I finally grind to a halt at the entrance of the school. My heart feels as though ice, slamming its ribs, bruising itself until it bleeds. I'm forced to stop and lean against the gate, gulping desperately for air. 30 minutes. I only have 2 left. I press my sleeves against the sweat, coating my brow. Allowing myself time for one more deep breath. I then sprint around the perimeter of the school, stopping by the shady back area where all the good kids stay clear of. Round up cigarette butts I scattered on the floor. And if I squint, I can catch the gleaming light of an empty needles in the glass. Oh, maybe the school was a little less tidy than I thought. As I near the trash bin, I notice a long, distinct human figure leaning against the solid wall. Find whether we're halfway. Oh, this is a new form of Rita. Rita steps in the moonlight. Lips twitching and lips pressing. Out for a little night exercise. I think I tried to speak, but no sounds past my lips. I know what he's doing. I know what this is. A power play. I'm sweaty, tired, deceived, and likely very sleepy deprived. Forcing me to run here only gave him more of an advantage. And there's nothing I can do about it. Now, removal of gadgets, if you may. I mean, it's not happy. If you may. Wordlessly, I reach in my pockets and silently hand him my phone. I don't have any other choice. Turn out your pockets. Pants and jacket. I did so. You're walking evenly, so I doubt you were carrying anything in your shoes. Or your underwear. Come in. We've wasted enough time. How? We're at the back of the wall. And past it slides away. Suddenly there's a keypad. There's a sequence 6 numbers. Wait. And then the wall slides open. It's nothing like one of those mysterious puzzles of ancient architecture and video games, where the whole wall rumbles away with the ground shakes and dust falls from the ceiling and a magical passage is revealed. Simply put, a door shaped part of the wall swings open, as if it was a door painted to look like the wall. Except the texture is somehow exactly the same. It's quiet. It's understandable. And I would have never guessed in a million years that it was there. Let me tell you something, kid. The janitor has to get in and out somehow to dump his trash. Now, smooth little schools like this, they love to give the illusion that they're perfectly protected, impenetrable walls in every direction, and the only gate supervised by a card reader kept. But functionally speaking, you think that the janitor is going to walk out of the gates and all the way around the school, dump and go back all the way around and through the gates? Of course not. That's sheer nonsense. Sheer nonsense. Something on the level of presuming that the janitor took everything to the land of missing socks. I knew that there had to be another way in, and well, it took some searching, but that's how I found this. Why hadn't I thought of something like that? Why did it have to be Utah? If you're trying to brag, don't expect a red carpet award from me. What I'm trying to tell you, kid, is that even the richest school in all of Isamu has a really crappy security system. One man, outsmarted it. Just like this. To be fair, they probably weren't expecting a serial killer to be in their faculty. Ha! Sloppy work on their part. Let's go. The night isn't getting any younger, and nor am I. He turns and then tap. I then noticed that his careful steps render him virtually silent, like a predator hunting down a piece of injured prey. Real quick, gotta check the time, guys. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to save this, and in the next episode, we're gonna do. Yeah, that. We'll do. Anyways, guys, it's Leaf 101, and I'm bouncing out. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna bounce on out. Bye!